is going to be working with teams, remote teams. The most important thing I'm going to say about working with a remote team is going to be trust. That without trust, you it's not going to work. The remote teams are not going to work. So you need to trust your employees. If you don't trust your employees, then why did you hire them? That's just my take on it. So in order for you to effectively have a remote team, you need to have trust with your employees, and you need to trust them to make sure that they're adults and they're gonna make the right decisions. They're gonna work when they need to, things like that. We provide a very open, flexible schedule, so they can work whenever they need to, which accommodates, like, Morgan's a stay-at-home mom. Uh, so she our admin is in college, so that's going to be things like that we offer that helps with kind of the remote teams. But it's going to be about trust, guys. You have to trust your teams. So the most important thing that you want to do is it's communication. So trust is the most important thing. You need to have trust with your employees. Two is going to be open communication. So what we do is usually with my team every morning, especially the younger ones. I like to have a stand up huddle, quick 5-10 minutes. Hey, what you got working on today? Now we no longer do a video chat. It's just on the chat. We no longer do video meeting. We just do the chat. Hey, what you working on today? What you got going on? And just a check in, just a quick check in. Okay, you have enough work? Do you need work? Okay, we've gotten to the point now where we can track most of that in our project management system, but sometimes they run out of work, and so it's like, hey, and they've been really good about, hey, I need something, or hey, I need something to do, and so it's been awesome. But communication. So weekly meetings, we have one weekly, usually about an hour. What are our plans for the week? What do we got going on? What are we doing for bookkeeping? What are we doing for taxes? What's up with payroll? What's up with sales? What's up with marketing? What's up with any IT internal things, and then other situations. So we have those once a week, full team meeting. We all sit down and go through. Okay, what's the plans for the week? What do I need done? And then what problems are going on that they see, or anything like that. What meetings, and just things like that. We plan out the week that way. Uh, what it is that, if something comes up that I feel like it's more pressing, I mention it, and they hop on it and everything. So we have that team meeting to make sure we go through what's going on. And then, like I said, I check in you in the morning. Hey, how you doing today? Hey, what you got going on today? Okay, cool, perfect. When we first got with Camille, we would I would have those daily huddles, 10-15 minutes. Hey, how's it going? Good. Okay, perfect. What are you working on? Okay, perfect. And that's it. Just kind of keep an eye on them, and then open communication. Through the chat functionality, not text. I loathe texting. We do everything into the chat function, because again, there is an audit trail to follow. We communicate in the chat. We have a group communication, kind of like a group thread where we can all talk. We've got individual threads, and then we've got different threads for different things. And so, again, we use Teamwork Chat just like projects. Sorry, Teamwork Chat just like Slack. But you can use something like Slack. You can use Teams. If you're already paying for Microsoft, use Teams. You know, it's already there. You guys can start chatting into there, having team meetings and things like that. That's going to be something really powerful that you guys can use to communicate. So the question is, are you providing the device, or are they bringing the device? So if they're providing their own device, it giving them access to the systems, and that's going to be a little bit tricky. That's going to be more of a security question, and I think I'm gonna have to ask Morgan to come on, because that's her area of specialties as far as accessing VPNs and things like that. This is why we made a move to try to be as virtual and cloud based as possible, because I didn't want to have to remote into a server. I didn't want to have to deal with that, and having to keep up the protection on that and everything. We everything's built in the cloud for us. That was just a personal move for me, but giving them access, if they're going to provide their own devices, then I would suggest looking at something like Microsoft Intune or Google. That Google has something as well where it kind of protect your information. Requiring them to kind of set it up and everything. It's not easy, but it's something I would recommend just to protect you as a business owner, your information and things like that. Same thing as well. Provide them the tools for that. This is there are things like if you're using QuickBooks Desktop on a desktop or something, look at options to host it. There's ways to share. There's Right Networks. There's different hosting sites that can host a QuickBooks Desktop file if you need to be using desktop. Now, if you don't, this could be the perfect opportunity to take a look at all your clients you have, which ones are using desktop, which ones are not, and which ones can you actually move and migrate to the cloud. See what you can do. If you're using QuickBooks Desktop, Xero has a really good migration tool that'll move that information into Xero for you. So again, I love it. So I'm gonna push it because I really do enjoy it. But no, it's just something that I think is gonna be. It's important to start having those thoughts and what I can do to what can I move that's desktop to the cloud. Now, tax software is gonna be hard. Tax software is gonna be hard. That has always been, unless you're using something like CCH Access or Pro Connect, it's gonna be hard. We Drake hosts ours. We're gonna move it to somebody else to host it, but I have to pay for an individual site for each one of my people to log into. If you're putting it on a server, then having to set up a VPN and remoting in to use it that way. It is another option. Or if you're kind of a solo person, then and let's say you have it on your desktop, but you're trying to work from home. Put it on one of these hosting sites as well. It's a little bit more money, but it gives you the flexibility of opening it whenever you want, going back and forth, and they have backups, and that way, in case something happens, you'll have that backup that they'll provide for you. Yeah, and then just like I said, trusting them and a good project management system. So I think that's going to be really important as well because they need to know what to work on, what's to do, what's everything. Like I said, we use teamwork projects. Xero Practice Manager is going to be a good one if you're an accountant. Workflow Max is good. Asana, Monday.com, like all these are really good. It's just a matter of which one you want and which one you like working with. I think they're going to be really good to kind of make sure that there's another one, I forget the name of it, but there's another one out there that a lot of these bigger accounting firms use, and I think it's cloud based. And so, one of my lights went out. That's not good. So yeah, that's going to be what you're going to want to use. Something like that to help keep track of it, or like I said, an Excel spreadsheet, and just make it shareable, and then everybody can go in and change statuses on there. And I've seen some people get really creative with Excel if that's what you're using, and then post it to a OneDrive or something and a shareable link where everybody can manipulate it or look at it and go from there. So there's different solutions to some of these, but as far as the remote teams go, what I've learned is that one, like I said, the trust, and two, giving them the tools to be able to succeed. So, which is why we have teamwork projects, which is why we're on the cloud, which is why, sorry, coffee's life, which is why I try to make sure that we do all this internally, because I want to make sure that they succeed. I want to make sure they have the tools that they need to advance and be able to work as effectively as they need to, so like Samantha is helping me with the tax stuff. So she has her own site and she does, she's got access to SharePoint and everything. She does everything and all the tax work in there and everything. She's got access to Teamwork, so she knows what projects are hers, what are not, and things like that. And so, yeah, it's just that, like I said, guys, it's all about trust. It's all about giving them the ability. They need access to the resources, so giving them the access to the resources and trusting that they're adults and that they can work and do that. So, there have been times, and it's not going to be perfect. There have been times where I've had to get onto my team like, hey, what's going on? Like nothing's been done, you know, and which required me to kind of be a little bit more hands on with them. But at the end of the day, you know, it's just it comes down to trust. Like I trusted them. There was something going on. I was good with it. You know, they stepped their game up, and everything was fine at that point. After that, you know, it's having that trust and the open communication, letting them know that they can come to you if there is a problem or something. You know, so that's my takeaways from running remote teams, guys. Now, is it perfect? Not by any means. You know, we are working. We're trying to get this lock this down as much as possible, but you know, we're doing it and we're doing okay. And you know, Camille right now they locked down Clark, so she's having to work from home. And so we're trying to figure out how that's setting up. And I just got a big give shout out to Nick Sinclair and TOA and the whole team over there because they've done a really good job of making sure that you know their team members are taken care of. But yeah, I mean Camille is good to go and she's up and running again and working. And so it's been good. So yeah, I mean, if you have any questions, guys, please let me know. Like I said, that's kind of how we've been running our remote teams, giving them access to these things, and yeah, we'll go from there. So I just want to say, everybody, thank you, and I hope everybody has a wonderful day. And catch us Friday. We're gonna have a chat with um, Jake Himmelman about his setup and what he does, and then Sunday we're gonna have a chat with my friend, Anna Klein with AKK Tax. She's CPA, virtually working virtually. She's gonna sit down and we're gonna have a chat with her about her system and setup, and then we're gonna have a chat with Bianca Bonilla of TaxSmart as well, and that one's gonna be in Spanish and English. So we're gonna work on some content for that for you guys. We've also got some real estate people coming in to talk to us about the housing market and what's going on. Some mortgage people to talk to us about what that means with the Fed rate and cutting things like that. We've got insurance to talk about insurance and you know kind of what options are out there for everybody. So this is me trying to make sure to give you guys as much information from these uh, different different oh my gosh industries. I don't know, I'm already blank. And so, but yeah, all right. So into this super long hour, and again, this is gonna go up on YouTube if y'all want to see this, and I'll have a link to that form for you guys to be able to download as well. Okay, thanks y'all, have a good day.